Howdy folks, welcome back to Space Engineers. We have got the drone miners busy. He's going to get some ice right down here on this asteroid we're attached to, and is keeping us stocked up on ice. And then the other one, drone miner 1, is hopefully out getting some iron. He should be back shortly. And we've got that wreck over there that is causing some problems. Every once in a while the guns shoot at it. But what we're going to do in today's episode is build some ships. So I've already started building this grinder ship here. Now I've got another like this with welders on it. It's going to be our welding ship. So what I want to do is, I think this has welded everything it can. Yeah, that's on. It just helps to weld up parts. So we're going to bring that away, and then I think I'll switch this over to only buildable. Man, I wish I'd made that a cargo container. That's alright, we'll come right over here. Need another display, apparently. There we go. So we're going to finish getting this up, and then we can go grind up those enemy ships. I would be really glad to get a like an actual shipbuilding bay eventually, which will be nice. All right, we got batteries on it, so that's great. Need to get that tank. That tank. I built quite a few components. So hopefully we can get most of this built. It's just so hard with the the projector. Let's do yeah, we got only buildable is on. But so much stuff is touching now. And I don't think it'll add to the build planner until you've started it. But these are hydrogen based, as you can see. Now, do I have... I'll grab a bunch of those parts. I'm tempted to go ahead and build a piston with a welder on it, just to weld this up. Certainly makes it a lot easier. So a lot of this is buildable, but it's hard to tell what the heck you're doing. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, I can't see what I'm doing in there, so I'll tell you what, let's strip this down. I'm going to build a piston with a welder on it, and we'll try that out. Dump all that in there. Let me hop over here to get charged back up again. So let me get this little build, temporary build area set up, and I'll be right back. Okay, well, I've got this monstrosity built. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Let's turn the welder on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to tilt this down enough or not. Let's get some braking torque, at least a little bit. And then... tilt it down. I might not have this in the right place. I didn't set this up with the thought of doing this from the beginning, so... building stuff. See if it runs out of parts here in a little bit. So what I should do is, if I'm going to do this, just have a, a build spot here and then place the projection in the right place and then just have a piston that can run it back and forth. These welders are pretty good size for it. So to build a small grid ship like this, it can reach most things. So we'll let it do its thing. There's DM2. I don't know where DM1 is. I'm starting to get a little concerned that maybe it has met its demise. Alright, I think you are done welding all you can weld. So let's actually bring this out a little bit. We'll tilt it down. Yeah, I don't think that's going to get... well, actually, it might be out of parts. Turn that off so I don't kill myself. We might be out of large steel tubes and metal grids from the look of it. So let's go look at our stock here. So... large steel tubes. Yeah, we're out of that. And what was the other? Was it grids? Alright. So, production assembler. Let's build, say, 100 of those. Like 40 of those. Something like that. And we'll let it continue as it gets parts. Yeah, these it didn't get at all. We got a lot of stuff, though. I guess must have got the grids. What you waiting on? Some more stuff? Alright, yeah, you got all that stuff now, the metal grids. Turn you off so don't die. So I think it just can't reach. So I think that's pretty much all that's going to be able to reach. Love these level 3 tools. Can rip through a lot of stuff. Let's see. It looks like we're getting low on water. Water go. There you are. Okay, what else do we need? We need a bunch of stuff for these guys. Did they get the conveyors at least? Like that hydrogen tank is built. Yeah, I don't think it's picking up the build planner. We need more steel plates. Steel plate, yeah, we got those. We've got a bunch of stuff too. I went exploring again, and this drone miner 1. Where'd drone miner? Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay. One is the one I was worried about. He's coming back. He's fine. Exploring. I don't remember if I've shown that. It's been a few days since I was able to record. I found platinum and some phosphorus. And found uranium. So that is great. Got a little bit of uranium refining away. And what I should do is get some ice in that O2H2 so I can start filling up the tanks that are connected. $4,000 ought to do it. So if I do H2, the one that's not colored would be the one we're connected to directly. There we go. And if that's connected to anything, it will hopefully start filling up the tank. Oh, sorry about that. Forgot to mute my phone. Somebody's at the door. It's okay. People will get it. Alright, so it's making hydrogen. You can see the engines are lit up. Some more of this build. So I'm just going to slowly build up the rest of the ship. Doing production. Let the batteries charge. Let the tanks fill. Where was that battery I was seeing? Oh, there it is. We had everything but the power cells. There we go. Alright, where were you, little battery? There you go. So yeah, more of this back and forth, and I'll bring it back in when I get this ship done. Well, I'm just having all kinds of fun. I had to turn both the drones off. They filled the large cargo container, so all my storage was full, even the ship. My ship here was so full, it would barely even move. So I built some temporary storage over here on the side, little cargo containers. I'll have to get that sorted out at some point. But what I've done is I've added a little magnetic plate. And what I'm going to try to do is get this over the welder. I can't get the internals. It's just being a real pain in the butt, so I'm going to try to get them with the welder by positioning it with this other ship. We'll see how that goes. I got to be careful not run into the solar panel. So we're just letting it hover here, and hopefully we can get all those conveyors and things connected internally, so all the engines will start working. I tried to fly it, which is why it was laying over there, but the gyro, I guess, wasn't built, so I had no directional control. And it just kind of, yeah. I managed to crash land it onto the base. So just moving it across here. I don't have any thrust yet on the bottom. There's something in there somewhere that's just not quite built up. And I might have to put the projector on the ship itself. If it didn't start the block, then the welder won't finish it, of course. Here, get up in there. The camera angle keeps going a little wonky. We'll get no thrust on the bottom, but once the engines are getting hydrogen, they should start showing flame. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to get the projector on here. So, yeah, the struggle continues. I've already decided, though, for the next ship, I'm going to set up an automatic welder with a piston. And, yeah, that's going to be a lot simpler. Oh, we got some bad guys. Hopefully you guys are just passing on by. Or things could get spicy here in a little bit. But I do need to get a projector on this thing. Let me get that done. And the adventure continues. Well, crap. Trying to get this ship sorted out, and we've got a reaver on the way. There's not a whole lot I can do. I don't have a battle-ready ship. So we're going to hope for the best. This might go terribly wrong. I don't know. Yeah. This could be bad. Tell you what, let me get this guy out of the way of the guns. Let the guns do their thing. I'll just park it over here. I didn't quite hit record soon enough. There was a really bizarre audio broadcast. I mean, I got my rifle. So I guess we'll see what happens. Our first Reaver encounter. Not really ready for it necessarily. I've got the Gatling guns. Hopefully they will take care of it. Although, not moving in. It just said audio broadcast. So maybe they're not attacking. Maybe they're just passing by. Just be real quiet, let them go on by. See if they're hungry. Any Firefly fans in the house? Yeah, it kind of looks like he's on pass. So maybe they're not coming to get us right now. I'm still trying to get this ship going. There's some internal parts that just didn't get welded for whatever reason, so I've been cutting into it, trying to get stuff connected, and then I made a boo-boo here. Some of that armor off. So it looks like that guy's not connected. I have one bottom thruster going now, so that's an improvement. Can I reach the large cargo container now? I can't. Okay, so that's at least through there. So that's an improvement for sure. We have one bottom thruster. We don't have any front thrusters yet. No, we don't have any front thrusters. So there's still a disconnect here somewhere that I'm trying to get sorted out. Yeah, he's well on his way. Okay. He's not coming to eat us, so that's good. So I've just been trying to troubleshoot here and see what could be the issue. Okay, that's the large cargo container. Aha. Starting to see part of the problem. That goes... I'm trying to remember how this is all hooked together. Let me turn the projector back on. I've got it off. And show only buildable for now. So what's up in here? We have it's a large cargo. I damaged that somehow. Level 3 grinder is not the best when you're trying to do fine precision work. So yeah, it's just been a lot of this, so not terribly exciting video material. Ah. Yeah, we have a conveyor tube in here that's not happy. If I can get the front thrusters on, this thing will at least be maneuverable on its own. Sort of. It's got one down thruster. Alright, where is... There it is. Still no front thrusters. Alright, I'm going to keep troubleshooting. This is going to turn into a super long episode if I'm not careful. So keep troubleshooting and we'll get this ship going. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. We've got full mobility. I've got some erroneous panels here, it looks like. I accidentally had the welder on once when I was moving the projection. And that kind of fouled some stuff up. So let's turn you off real quick so I don't die. And I believe these slopes here. Oh no, those are supposed to be there. Never mind. Thought it looked like they were not supposed to be there. And Mr. Reaver, you just... oh, there's a Reaver Slayer now. Beautiful. No new comms, so... Kind of hoping they're just passing through and we're all going to be friends. Are we out of... We shouldn't be out of steel plate. We should have lots of steel plate. We got a lot of steel plate. We are rather full on kind of everything, which is a bit of a problem. In fact, let me just turn off the refinery for now. Save on power and whatnot. So we're real close to having this welding ship done. Oh, that's actually detached. I see what's going on. Got it. And then I've got the show only weldable on for the gyrus or the projector. We have all our thrusters now, though, which is a solid improvement. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not showing that. This thing is super maneuverable. But it needs to have a lot of power, so when it's full of parts. Speaking of which... Yeah, there we go. Make sure the grinders were working. Is it complete enough to go grind and pick up stuff? It's a great question. Let's go find out. Did I put lights on the front of this? I did. Excellent. So we got a little bit of this stuff down there left. Don't know if these grinders are too far apart. This is an untested ship design. Like it's grinded. Alright, but I know the other one over here, my guns kept shooting at, so... Where did that thing go? Let me turn on the waypoints. There it is. I plowed into the rock over here. Something I didn't look to see was... Yeah, just pulling into large cargo container. Excellent. And it looks like they might be a little far apart. but it works. It grinds up stuff. So in hindsight, I should have built the welding ship first. And then I could use that to build this. Didn't really think that through. We got most of this. I need to get every little single bit. Hey, we got some parts. The ship does work. So let's go dock, and we can throw stuff in the ship, I guess. I need to get some more large storage built, I think. Oh. I was kind of surprised at just how quickly it filled up once I started gathering ice. I guess I shouldn't have been surprised. Alright, this thing is very, very sprightly. Got a ton of maneuverability. Oops. Is the connector not working? Yeah, the connector's there. Weird. Why are you being weird, ship? Alright, we'll turn you off for now. I'm going to leave that on there just in case. Really should integrate a projector into all my builds. Yeah, I don't know why those are being strange, but let's put that back here. That needs to be switch lock. And then the ore detector, which is right in front of my face, I'm sure. Oh, did the ore detector not get built? Maybe I didn't have an ore detector on here. No worries. Boom. And put those on recharge. And I'm going to remove those. Yep, just making sure those were the right batteries. Okay, welding ship complete. I don't know how long this video is, but I'm sure it's a lot longer than I intended. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up a quick piston setup with a welder on it. And we're going to build the other, the welding ship. Also, I should get this guy parked. Actually, I'll leave that there with a magnetic foot on it, just in case we get a little crazy again. Okay, actually I should have left some of that on there. Let's do this, and then piston. I'm gonna do that. That. And I want to put a sensor on here as well. Ooh, that needs to be up. I forgot. This doesn't work well when it's next to blocks. My bad. And we're full. So it's just turning into a little bit of a hassle. A bit of a hassle episode. Nothing has gone according to plan. At least we didn't get attacked by reavers yet. Famous last words. We've got a ton of stuff that needs refined, but I got to get more storage built. Before we can do that. Alright, we need to come over like this. And then do that. That. And I don't remember if I have sensors on here anywhere. Let's put you on there. I think that is up. Or actually, did that have a marking on it? Yeah, there's a little arrow actually. I think that way is up. Alright, we need you on the build planner, and we need you, and you. Okay, we got all the stuff. Alright, I don't remember if I have any other pistons, so we're going to name this piston weld. And then what we're going to do is we go to the sensor. And we're going to say show you, show in HUD, show sensors. We want this to cover, basically just want this to cover the welder. About like that. Ah, there it is. So like there's another one out here somewhere. So something like that. Then I want to go in here to the actions. I believe this is when something's in sensor range. So in that case, we want to say retract and then otherwise extend. Did I do that wrong? There it goes. Now, do I need a max on this? Probably. It's going to go all the way out to 10 meters. Eh, that'll work. So then I put the ship up, and hopefully it'll start welding at one end, and it'll retract as it welds. That's the idea, anyway. We'll see if we can get it to work. So I'm going to go ahead and put a rotor down. And we're going to add a small head. Somewhere on here I've got projector, and we want the projector to face that way. parts right from there. That'll work. Okay, the welder is off. That is good. Projector. I don't know for sure which one this is, so it is now going to be projector weld. Then we know for sure which one it is. Okay, projector weld, blueprints. We're building the welding ship. There we go. And I apparently set that up the wrong direction. Okay, well, fair enough. Yeah, I set that up totally wrong. There we go. Okay, now we need to move it. Vertical offset, we need to move it up a little bit. Nope, not forward. I guess it's going to be horizontal. There it goes. And then I want to put a right there, and then it should show. Oops. Nope, that's right. Okay, and then it should show only weldable, and that should, in theory, work. Then it should start welding and then move back as it builds parts. Show only buildable. So let's try that, and we'll see if my theory works. It's a good theory. Might have to move that sensor field out a little bit. See if it retracts when it welds up parts in its sensor range. Yeah, I'm not sure that sensor is set up just right. No, it is retracting when I get in there. Oh, I forgot to tell it. Right. I forgot to tell it to detect ships. I don't think it did detect ships by default. Oops. My bad. That's why it wasn't retracting.
Energy low.
Yeah, energy low indeed. Or is that considered a station since it's mounted? Since it's mounted on the thing? Yeah, it's still not moving back. Ah, subgrids is what it needed to have. Got it. So that's the theory anyway, that it'll do that. I need to slow this puppy down. Let's go to, here, let's turn the, shoot. Turn that off, and then we're gonna set the velocity here. Be considerably slower. So that's the idea behind that kind of a builder. The sensor just keeps it in its keeps it out of its own way. And I want it to be slow and, you know, have time to build up stuff. So before we die, let's hop in here. And I can go dock this thing while that's chugging away. Should, yeah, it'll stop when it gets over there. Whoa! Student pilot alert. There we go. And put you on recharge. Okay, we got 2 ships now. Let's see if we can get a third. Alright, you have moved back out here. And I wonder if it will weld everything, or did I mess it up by retracting it? Well, let's try it. Weld her back on. Then we'll have to see if we run out of parts. And I can go to... I can turn that off so we're not looking at the sensor field all the time. Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to get absolutely everything. We probably need a dual welder. Or like 3 of them. Set up. But at least it gets most of the internals, hopefully. Which were a pain to weld by hand. Then also, it could be out of stuff. Out of interior plate, maybe, or construction components. Yeah, we're out of construction tubes. Definitely out of construction components. So, we'll make a bunch of those. So at the permanent station or permanent base, I'll probably make a more elaborate version of this. We can just print things on demand. Oh, it was... No, it did have the power cells. It ran out of these before it got to the batteries. Oh wow, I blew through all 200 of those. Okay, well let's make some more of those then. Hopefully we don't run out of storage space. I think I will go ahead and build another large cargo container on this base. Because the long-term plan, there's a lot of resources around here. I want to have drones bringing that in. It gets refined. And then there's going to be a cargo drone that takes the ingots over to our main space station. I'm looking over there. I don't know I don't remember exactly where it is. But or where it's going to be. So that's the long-term goal. Alright, what are we missing here? Interior plates, probably. Yep. I don't have any kind of script or a mod that lets you keep a certain amount in stock. I've just been building everything by hand. I wanted to go a little more vanilla on that kind of stuff this time. I plan to use like sorters and things for the refinery setup on the main base. Maybe when we get planet side, we'll see. I'm not sure how much refining I'm going to do at the space station. Probably will do some. How you looking over here, welder? You missed some stuff. You're out of metal grids. Alright. Let's just make a bunch of them. Almost printed. This is a long episode for you people that like long episodes. Here you go. Yeah, I didn't have all the stuff. Out of small steel tubes. Which you really should have if you're going to build something like this. And I just didn't have them all in stock. So. But hey, we got a lot of it built. That's helpful. What I want to do now is get some ice in that converter. Or, sorry, the generator. And turn it on. I have it off in the blueprint by default. When you're docked, I don't want it using up everything. So, are we going to get any flames anywhere? That's the question. I don't know how much of the stuff it built. Ooh, it's looking like it didn't build a lot of the internals. Didn't build a lot of the tanks. Unfortunately. Didn't have enough stuff in stock, perhaps. Now what are you out of? Can't tell because it keeps picking up the welder. The welder's fine. We have very few steel plates, so we do need to make some of those. How are we looking on large steel tubes? Still got those. We've got glass. How are we doing on computers? We're out of computers. Yeah, let's not get too carried away. Like 100. I'm a little tight on space. There we go. It needs the computers. So I will have to weld up some of this by hand. All the internals working. Yeah, there's like there's tanks and there's all kinds of stuff missing. It looks like it may be stuck on something by the cockpit. The conveyor converter here. Yeah, there's so much in the internals. Man, I thought we did a good job. Anywho, this video's gone on way too long. So we've got a grinding ship. We've got our exploration mining ship. And now we've got a welding ship as well. This is going to be super handy when we start building the base. Because I'm planning on going big on the base. I want a big, big space station. Lots of armament, production, refining. All kinds of good stuff. Big living quarters, gravity generator. The works. So I'm going to finish those up. And in the next episode, we're going to gather up some parts and head over to the Iron Ice asteroid. And we're going to build a station over there. It's going to be our permanent home. This is kind of a little refining outpost. Thanks as always for watching, folks. I will catch you in the next adventure. Take care. So dark.